Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Go ahead, grab a cozy drink. I haven't had Starbucks in forever and Matt and I went and got groceries last night and I had just a little bit left over, so I am finishing that. Today I'm going to be sharing a few ways that Matt and I keep our apartment organized. Our apartment isn't small by any means, but we also do have to be creative with finding ways to store different items such as holiday decor or extra clothes, off-season clothes. There are a lot of ways that we do that to just make our lives a little bit easier. With all of that being said, there are still quite a few areas in our apartment that are not organized at all. So this is not me saying our entire apartment is organized and it's just perfect in every single way and we've got it all together, because that would be a ginormous lie. So we definitely don't have it all figured out, but I thought I would just go ahead and share a few things that might be beneficial for you. If you've got a small apartment or maybe a small home, hopefully you will gain some kind of new inspiration from this video. So let's go ahead and jump into the tips. All right, tip number one is utilize carts for storage. So I'm sitting in our front entry right now, and this is our hallway closet right here. It's what you see when you first walk in to the right. And we utilize a cart in that closet to organize all of Freddie's things. Now, he does have quite a few things, so the cart is getting a little bit full, so we might need to kind of go through it at some point and kind of declutter, but that's not the whole purpose of today's video. It's just to show you how we utilize that. All right, so this is the cart that we organize all of Freddie's things on. So starting on the top shelf of his cart, we keep some of his little toys. So this is what we use. It's one of those things that makes it a little bit harder for him to get things out of. And so we have that. We have some little training treats, and then we also have this little basket that we keep on top of the cart that organizes basically all of his medicines and things. Some of his medicines, some ear drops, and then we also keep some of his grooming items like brushes and combs. We even have some dry shampoo for him. We keep extra poop bags right here. We love these things. So Freddie is a really good medicine taker, so it really isn't that big of a deal. But Greenies has these little pill pockets that you take, and it's like a treat, and you smush the pill down into it and you like kind of close it and they can't see the pill. So like I said, Freddie is really good about taking his medicine, but if you have a dog that's not, maybe try these. And then we also have this balm that goes on the bottom of his feet. Something else that we do on the side of the cart is we keep little spray bottles, because this little part just fits right on the side and hangs, and it's so nice. And then the last little bit for the cart, we have some extra toys. He has some little anxiety chews, then another little basket. Baskets is one of the other tips that I have. Right here, we just have extra collars and things like that, leashes. And then on the bottom, it's a little bit more messy, but we just have some more of his traveling things. So like when we're going somewhere, he has a special bag that he uses and little food bowls, and that's where we keep all of that. So anyway, tip number one, utilize carts. They are so fantastic, and most of the time they will fit into really small spaces, which is a plus. If you, again, have a small space or you're not really sure where to put the dog leash and harness, we use a harness. We actually have a command hook on the door and we just loop his things over it. All right, we're in the guest bedroom. This is another way that we utilize carts, and we simply just put them right by the side of the bed and you can store things on them. It's normally cheaper, and we like the way that they look as well. Tip number two is to utilize baskets. We utilize baskets in many spaces of our apartment, but specifically I'm thinking about right here in the living room. So in this basket right here, it's pretty. It goes with everything in our living room, but on the inside we keep all of Freddie's toys and you can't see them. The only downside I would say to this particular basket is that when he wants a toy, we have to get it out for him. He's not able to like stick his neck all the way down in there. But I mean, it's not really that big of a deal for us. I could see that being a really good idea for people who have kids too, and maybe you are wanting to have a specific place for certain toys to be. Just having a cute aesthetic basket to place things in is always a great option. And another way we use baskets, this is our TV stand. It is not something that we absolutely love, but again, we are using some baskets that are very similar to the one that Freddie's toys go in. And it just, again, goes with the whole aesthetic of our apartment. And in these three baskets, we keep Matt's Xbox and PS4 supplies. We've got a few extra games. We've got some Nintendo Switch things and also some DVDs, and it just makes it so much prettier. I remember when Matt and I first got married, he had them kind of like all along the shelves, and it would stress me out so bad because it was just not pleasing to the eye. And when I got the baskets, it just immediately fixed that problem for me. So again, baskets for the win. In our apartment, we don't have a ton of pantry space, so I'm actually going to start there and then tell you how we utilize the laundry room as extra pantry storage as well. When we first moved into this apartment, we were not using baskets, and so all of our food was just crammed into the shelves, and it was honestly just not working. We solved that problem by purchasing, again, baskets for the win. These are from Walmart, I believe. I'll try to link them down below or find you a similar option, but I like how they are just white. They blend in with everything that we've got going on in here. And I actually have even a little bit more storage up there. These are some extra dishes from our wedding, just some extra china. But then in each basket, we have specific food groups. So starting on the bottom, we are utilizing these two for cans, and we've even got like some chicken broth, vegetable broth, things like that. And this one, it's gotten a little bit dirty and gross, but that's where we keep onions, potatoes, garlic, things like that. Moving on to the next shelf, we've got a little snack basket. So we've got some popcorn, gum, these little Siete chips, which by the way are fabulous. And Matt's got some little Dots pretzels back there that he likes. So just a little snack basket. Over here we keep grains. We've got some noodles, croutons for salad. So that's what we keep in there. And then up here we have some extra condiments. So we've got our maple syrup, salad dressings that haven't been opened yet. We've got some peanut butter, red wine vinegar, just all kinds of cooking supplies and baking supplies in there. And our last basket that we have more like breakfast and snacky items in here. So we've got some almonds, peanuts, we've got some oatmeal, we've got some random marshmallows back there. So the baskets have truly helped us organize our pantry. And now I'm going to show you how we utilize the laundry area as a little bit extra pantry space. This bookshelf is from Target, and it's honestly not in the best condition, but it just holds pantry items. So up top, again, we have another basket. It's used for extra storage. We've got some foil and plastic things up there. And then my absolute favorite part is how we have all of our baked goods and flours and rice stored. Most every container that you see is the OXO brand, and they are my absolute favorites. They're the ones that have the little push thing, the little push button on the top to just seal everything in. And I love the way everything is organized. I even used my label maker to give everything a label. So we've just got our oats, oat flour, all-purpose flour, white whole wheat flour, sugar, coconut sugar, brown sugar, powdered sugar, so all of our sugars. And then down here, we've got some baking goods like baking cocoa, chocolate chips. And I actually went through not too long ago and kind of went through and looked at what were we actually using, and I was able to kind of save us 2 containers that we can put something else in once we need it. Chia seeds, sunflower seeds. I love putting sunflower seeds in my salad, and chia seeds as well. And then again, some grains. We've got some rice and quinoa. And then down here, we've got some noodles, snacks, an empty one, and another basket. These are from Amazon, and I absolutely love them. I think they're so cute. And the bottom shelf, I just utilize that space for cookbooks and my lunch boxes. All right, moving on to just general laundry room organization. Again, another basket. This is what we use for dishcloths when they're dirty and we are waiting to kind of wash them all, so we use that. These 2 boxes are, I believe they're called potato boxes. They're again from Target, and we love them. I like the natural wood color, and I just use it for all of the laundry supplies that we could possibly need. And then in the corner, we keep all of Freddie's food, so he has a little container for his food and treats. So I'm sitting on the floor in the kitchen, and I'm gonna show you how we organize underneath the kitchen sink. All right, kind of starting on the left side, we have a very small area underneath our kitchen sink. So I've had to be very creative with the storage in here. So this kind of goes along with tip number 2, which is to utilize baskets. And then tip number 3 is to find useful containers, whether that's reusing containers that you already have or just finding some new ones. So in the back, we have 2 containers from Dollar Tree, just very cheap. And it's where I store extra extra supplies like dish soaps, kitchen scrubs, and things of that nature. This little container is actually from IKEA, but I bought it on Amazon, so I'm sure I paid much more. I use it for storage, so we have multi-purpose sprays. This one is a glass cleaner. This is my new favorite cleaner, which is the Thieves all-purpose cleaner. But again, just some more like Dawn Power Wash. This is a room spray, and then a little multi-purpose cleaning solution. And then over here, again, this is just a cheap little container from Dollar Tree, but it's where I keep all of the rags that I use for cleaning. So we've got a little dusting glove and all of my microfiber cloths, because that's what I love to clean with. And then right here we have another little container from Amazon. It's acrylic. I really like it. It's great for small spaces because it's very, very narrow, and it's actually two separate ones, but I just kind of fit it on top of each other so they're stacked. And on the top container I have extra sponges, and then in this little drawer we have all of our dishwashing pods, and they're just little drawers and they slide right in. All right, tip number 4 is to use the furniture that you already have. I recently shared how we created a cozy little coffee nook in our kitchen, and we bought a piece of furniture. It's a small credenza, and we're using it for storage as well, so it doubles as a cute and functional piece. Yes, we are using this for storage and to save us some extra space, but it is not organized in the slightest. So what we're using this for obviously is our cute little coffee nook area, but we've got some board games. I've been trying to collect little glass jars that we've gotten from food so I can fill them with other things. So I've been putting them under here. We've got some extra tea and coffee. We've got some sugars, some extra sauces, extra caramel, and yeah, so that's what we use this for. Eventually, I would like to get some baskets and kind of organize it, put some labels on everything, just so that it's a little bit more functional. All right, one of my last tips that I'm going to be sharing with you all today is when you are working with a small space, or really just any space in general, utilize your vertical space. My husband loves socks. We are using this little plastic shoe container as storage for socks. I think that's another great tip, is to use something that was originally made for something else, but make it fit for what you need. For Matt, that was his socks and not really knowing what to do with all of them. All right, the last thing, these little shoe organizers, I believe, are from Home Depot. So if I can find them, I will link them down below for you all. But again, we are just utilizing this small space that we have right here for all of our shoes. So on this side, we've got Matt's shoes, and on this side, we've got my shoes. For the most part, we're able to fit everything right here, and it's just a great way to keep everything in one place. All right, friends, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any tips for keeping your home organized, I would love to hear them. I'm always looking for kind of new ideas, and as you saw, we've definitely got some spaces that still need some extra TLC, like the little coffee nook. Our guest bedroom is not the most organized. Underneath, the sinks is not so great. If you would, hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!